Hi, everybody. It's me, Barb, and welcome to week 7. So this is the week that we switch over. Clearly, I'm not Christy. Um, but we're going to be looking at a little bit of middle grade, but mostly YA content this week. So what I want to do is walk you through what the expectations are and what I want you to look at, and then you go off and do it. All right. So first off, let's go back to the module here. I freaked out when I first looked at this because I'd put everything in twice and I'm like, it just keeps going. It's a lot, even with it just once. But what I want to show you is how this is broken down. So here's the content, which you found. Well done. Then these are your 4 assignments. So your response, this is like your big assignment. And if you look at the intro to part 2, that goes into a little bit of detail, but just remember that you have there's 6 responses. Now, down in week 12, I believe. Yes, in week 12, your response is going to be your teen reader, what you were like as a teen reader. So that one is really fun for me to read. If you take that as your bye week, I will be sad, but again, you can. It's up to you. So the other 5 weeks, you're going to look at your book, and I actually have them listed down here at the end of content. So here's what everyone is reading based on which group you're in. But I put both groups because one of the things that you need to do is you need to do group work or pair work. So either one person, 2, I would say more than 3 people working together is probably going to be more trouble than it's worth, but it's your call. So at least 1 week, I know not some people love group work, and if you want to do group work every week, go nuts. But some people hate it, but at least once, okay? You've got to. It's something that we have to do in the job. All right, so group work is one of your things. It can be whichever week or weeks you want. And then the last week is going to be what you were like as a teen reader. The other ones, so you have 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So there are 5 weeks. One of them has to be something curricular. So something like a lesson plan or a unit plan that you would make for the book that you're reading. Week 11, I think, is the week that we do sort of historical fiction. That's a good week for it. This is also a great week, the first week, if you want to get it out of the way. Okay, so there's that one. Then you need to write literary criticism. You need to write a response essay, 3 to 5 page essay, looking at your book as a work of literature. Then one of them has to be oh, good Lord, what is the word for it? It has to be multimedia. It has to be a video or, yeah, I guess a video or an audio, a podcast, if you want to do that. Something that is digital media. And then one of them has to be, well, wordless is ideal, but you can use, I think I said up to 30 words, but it's visual. Yeah, I need a visual response. So that's really where you, for the response piece, and then 1 week you don't have to do the response. You still have to read the book because you've got your discussions, but you don't have to do a response piece. So when you in the assignment, you just write BYE, and I know that that's the one that you've chosen not to do. All right, so those are the 4 topics. Sorry, it is a little confusing, so I go over it. All right, then you're going to have your general discussion. What that means, general discussion, is that you read some of these or explore some of these. Some of them are websites that you would go looking around and talk about it. The discussion in this class is not like you don't have to post a big block of stuff and then you can see what everybody else has written. You don't have to write an essay. You don't have to cite sources, although mention, if you put something in there that's not one of these articles, mention links are great. If you've found something else that you want to bring back and share, it's very much, I want it to be like a discussion. You have to post, I believe it's 3 different times during the week. I can't remember if it said 2 or 3. But whatever it says, whatever it says in the rubric, at least to get the full amount of points in on different days. You have to go in on different days because it's not fair if you just go in and respond to a bunch of people's posts. If you're having a rough week and most of your posts are responses, that's fine. But really, we want it to be a discussion. Now, your book discussion, that one, other people are really depending on you because it's a smaller number of people. In the book discussion, make sure that you put the title of your book. If you're starting a new post, the title of your book up there. Spoilers are fine. Spoilers are encouraged, frankly. But make sure that you put the book title up there so that people who have not yet read it will know. And then your blog is just picking, I think it's 3 books. I believe it's 3 books a week. 3 to 5. All right. Young adult or middle grade. And then title, author, sentence and plot summary, where you found the book, why you think it would appeal to kids. So very short. And if you want to use, some people are using Instagram for that. Some people have made TikToks, which is really fun. However you want to put that blog up, that's up to you. It just needs to be something, that moves. I don't want you to make a website with these. It has to be, something where your newest stuff is always up at the top. All right. So we are looking at, let's see, we're looking at award winners this week. And there are, I list in here a couple of books that you can look at, 500 Great Books for Teens, Book Crush. These are getting a little older. Honestly, School Library Journal and some Horn Book to a degree too are a great way to find these. I'm sure that there are newer YA books, but gosh, with the internet as it is with BookTube, like there's so many different ways of accessing books. It's finding them is not the difficult part. So what we're going to do, there's a bunch of different articles, and these are not, you do not have to read everything. You read what sounds interesting to you, and then read, the condensed version that you'll get from the rest of your class. So they are, let me see, we've got Betsy Bird, we've got her Newbery timeline. This is just the history of the Newbery, which skews younger, but there is some middle grade on there. Then the Margaret A. Edwards Award, which is an award that goes to a specific YA writer based on their work as a whole. And this talks about that and some of the great writers who've been honored. Then this one is Testing the Metal. There are, is this Newbery that they're looking at? I believe so. I wouldn't give you Caldecott. Yes, Newbery. Some people are like, this is an award for books that teachers and librarians like, which maybe has happened to some degree, but this is discusses that. Then we've got 8 great booktubers as far as ways to find books. This is from a few years ago. This might be 2018, I think. 2019. Okay, so I don't know if all of these guys are still going, but the ones that are terrific. Then we've got, this is just fun. These are 1-star reviews of former Newbery winners that you have to guess. Can you figure out what book? Then this is, and I put it in here, there's really no place where it really fits in, but we talk about, we want to have kids represented, and we're going to talk a lot about making sure that everybody sees their face, that sees their experience. We've also got teens who need some squeaky clean stuff, and we need to be focusing on these guys too, not to the exclude, we don't want to have a conservative collection that leaves people out, but we also want conservative teens to be, feel welcome. All right, Roger Sutton, he used to edit the Horn Book, and this is from, gosh, I forget. Oh, Family of Readers. And this is about YA, and it's written to parents about their YA readers, but I really like it, and feel free to give that a look. And then finally, this talks about from a writer's perspective, like what can winning an award do for you? So that is an interesting one to look at as well. Then we've got the Horn Book Award. These are just some awards here. So that's Boston Globe Home Book. It's kind of our local. Then Cynthia Leitich Smith, who is phenomenal. She just put out a new imprint, I think. Anyway, she has the links to the state awards. So the choice awards by state. Let's see if we're there. I know we are. I just checked. I'm so excited. So we got the Mass Children's Book Award and the Mass Teen Choice Book Award. What's that you say? Mass Teen Choice Book Award? Why, it's right here. I was on the committee. I'm one of the creators of this award. No big deal. And I've been on it. It's a lot of fun. And these are great. And some of them like took me by surprise. Resball. Like, I don't want to read about basketball. It was so good. Anyway, really excellent choices here. And then YALSA has a bunch of different awards that you can go through. They've also got a new Teen Bookfinder database. So how exciting is that? And then there's a bunch of different things here as well. I don't know if I actually talk about the different awards. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of different awards in here. All right, so that's it. If you have questions, I'm going to be traveling for the next 3 weeks. I will still be checking email every day. I believe that I put my phone number. If it's an emergency, feel free to text me. But I will, I'll be checking morning and evening. So hopefully everything will be fine. Um, I guess that's it. Enjoy your enjoy your exploration, and I will see you on the discussion boards. All right. Bye. Yak.